CSNIP, or the Community Spay and Neuter Initiative Partnership, is a nonprofit in West Michigan that helps prevent pet overpopulation, improves pet health, and makes veterinary care accessible.
Yeah, they do a lot. And since this month is Pet Wellness Month, it's a great time to have them in studio to discuss the best practices when it comes to caring for your pets. Sharon Caldwell-Newton, she's from CSNIP. She joins us this morning with some important info. Good morning.
Well, good morning. Thank you for having me.
Well, thanks for being here. It is important, our furry family members. Let's start. We're seeing a lot of commercials now for pet food that is real food. Let's start with nutrition.
Absolutely. So when you're talking about your pet's health, really nutrition and keeping them in good shape, avoiding getting overweight is really an important component of staying healthy. So definitely food and the quality of food is important. I always recommend check with your veterinarian if your pet needs a special diet. Then they can advise you on which formula or which type of food is best for your pet.
Wonderful. And then let's talk about engagement too, because sometimes, sometimes if you have two dogs, sometimes they play together, but like if you have one dog, how do you know that they're okay and they're doing all right? And how do you keep them active and doing stuff?
Yes, well, that's another really important part of pet wellness, and that is exercise and mental stimulation. So as you said, if you have dogs, a couple of dogs, then, they will help kind of exercise together and stimulate each other. But if not, taking your pet out for a daily walk or multiple walks throughout the day, letting them sniff, those are all behaviors that are natural, but it keeps them stimulated. And if you have cats, like I happen to have some cats at home, providing like climbing trees for them, toys that they can bat around the house, those are all really good, not only for exercise, but that mental stimulation.
Grab that laser pointer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Well, you hear the term fat cat, and it's kind of funny, but you really want them to be healthy, right?
Yes.
So get them some exercises, and trust me, the laser light works on my dog, too. Beyond the diet and beyond the exercise, you need, just like humans do, to have an annual checkup at least, or you have to take them to the vet.
Yes, and you ask about how do you know if they're doing okay? Well, sometimes they exhibit symptoms, they're lethargic, or they're just not eating real well, but a lot of times you just don't know how your pet is doing. So an annual or semi-annual visit to the veterinarian to check on their general health, how their heart rate is doing, how their weight is, that's all really important, and you can't underestimate the importance of like vaccinations. Some of the illnesses and diseases that pets can contract can be taken care of and prevented with those annual vaccinations. And so it's so much better for the pet, and it's so much more affordable.
Thank you.
If you do those preventatives rather than crisis management.
Right. Absolutely. But I will say, as a pet owner, it is very expensive to go for that annual checkup and get all of those vaccinations. But there is an option. There are options for people who see this as a barrier.
Absolutely. So we always recommend a relationship with a veterinarian for your pets, just like you want to have for yourself. However, we know that there are people who may be struggling through a financial challenging time, or maybe they just don't have a local veterinarian. So CSNIP is in the community really for that very purpose, to provide reduced cost veterinary care that ranges everything from spay-neuter right on through wellness and right into some other kind of surgical treatments or treatment for sick care as well. And so we're very excited because we are building a new enlarged veterinary clinic. And so we'll be opening that new clinic at the beginning of the year, probably about the middle part of January. And it will allow us to provide even more services to more pets every year than what we've already been doing.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
I was about to say, if only there was an affordable vet clinic somewhere nearby. But yeah, there it is. We're seeing the pictures of it being built right there. CSNIP.org for more. Now, to fund that project, you got the public phase of this capital raising. Talk about that.
Yeah, so this project cost us about $3.5 million, and we have raised about 90% of that already. We have a couple $100,000 $100,000 left to raise out of that $3.5 million, and our goal is to get that completed by the end of March 2025, so there's still plenty of time for the public to step up and make a donation if they're so inclined, and that money will directly go to help more pets get the veterinary care that they need.
Wonderful. And Sharon, you have another fundraiser as well, not going directly to the capital campaign, but obviously going to the services that you provide.
Absolutely. So on the 23rd of October, so just next week, we will have our 7th annual Wags and Whiskers fundraising event, a really fun kind of casual event that there's great food and complimentary beer and wine, but there's a silent auction, a small live auction, a lot of fun. And we really encourage the community, come on out. Tickets are still available. They can be purchased at our website. And all the proceeds that are raised from that event will directly go to helping care for those pets in need that we're seeing through our day-to-day operations.
That's a no-brainer, right?
Yeah,
Wags and
absolutely.
Whiskers. I mean, you're going to be there with all the people are going to be pet people, right?
Yeah.
You're going to be amongst your own. October 23rd, 5:30 to 8 at Wege Conference Center. Thank you so much for the time this morning and the great info. Take care of those pets. Go to csnip.org for all the info you need.